Hello everyone, my name is Rewin and today we're going to be covering one of the smaller mysteries in the byler puzzle piece, the painting. Dun dun dun! This video was requested by Pink Venom 989. Now, this is one of the biggest pieces of byler proof, being the confirmation that, at the very least, Will is in love with Mike. It's arguably one of the most emotional too, with Will saying that he feels like he doesn't belong and giving us a deep look into Will's mindset. We're going to start with this topic as it's very important to decipher the course of this in order to figure out how it'll come up. From what we know, Mike knows that Will was painting for someone he liked. We also know this painting is laden with emotions, specifically that Will feels like he doesn't belong and that he feels like a mistake sometimes. Therefore, the painting is heavily interlinked with Will's sexuality and his mental health. This is important as Will is possessed throughout Season 5 and attacked by Vecna, therefore he will be a lot more vulnerable. So, whatever happens with the painting, it's going to be integral to Will, and therefore the entirety of Season 5. With that, let's break into the theories. There are 3 that I'm going to address today. 1. An emotional confrontation at Lover's Lake. 2. A fight between them when it comes up. Or 3. A calm conversation between them. 1. An emotional conversation at Lover's Lake. This theory is based on the idea that it will come out at Lover's Lake in a fight leading to a confession. This one I think has some merit, but it's not what I personally think will happen. If this does happen, this will be under the scenario that Mike already knows Will has lied. I suspect it'll be something like this. Just tell me what's going on. I did tell you. I'm not lying. Friends don't lie. Like you lied about the painting? A beat passes. Well, I'm sorry. Look, just leave it, Mike. And then Will storms off with Mike struggling to find them or both of them needing time to cool down. Except Will gets Vecna'd and Mike has to convey the reason he was so upset is because he didn't want Will to feel like that and that he wished those things were being said to him by Will because that's what he needs, leading out of the Vecna trance with Will feeling loved. The visions of Mike hating him because of the truth aren't true. I could only see this coming out by Mike approaching Will and starting to spit horrible words until we realise that Mike is still looking for Will and this is a Vecna vision. The next theory, that it comes out in a fight, will be a lot more intense. The last one is tense, sure, but if it comes out in a fight, neither will back down and attempt to cool down in this scenario. Will is likely at the end of his tether. He has taken a lot over the seasons, settling down at the end and taking it, when in reality, the hurt is still brewing. His patience is running out. Meanwhile, we know for a fact Mike's mental health is down in the dumps. He's struggling, likely broken up with Elle, scared for Will, and terrible at conveying it because it's been harder as of late to convey it, especially if he feels threatened. For Will, he's losing his mind and he is drowning in self-hatred. For Mike, he feels like everyone is lying to him and he feels betrayed. It'll lead to something like this. It's not my fault you lied to me. I didn't lie to you, Mike. You did, you lied about the painting. I didn't. Yes, you did. Elle told me and she didn't even know what a commission is. You know what? Fine. I didn't commission it, but those things she said weren't true and you know that. Whatever, Mike. You were so infatuated with Elle that you couldn't focus on anything else. Self-pitying idiot, right? Just say it. You said all these things that made me feel special when she didn't mean them. I meant them. Dun dun dun! Finally, the final one. A calm conversation. It's less likely, but definitely not out of the question. This one will be quiet, calm. For this one to happen, there'll be a fight beforehand with Will and Mike conveying their feelings. There is no way this conversation can happen until they've at least conveyed some of their feelings. In this scenario, they'll probably be in Mike's bedroom, just talking quietly between them. This would be mid-volume 2, I'd suspect. Will, I have a question. What is it? The painting. You lied, right? I'm not mad, I just want to know why. I guess I wanted to tell you the truth, but I didn't want it to ruin things. You could never ruin things. Back then, it would be easier for you to hear from Elle. If this one happens, I think Will is going to have a much higher chance of dying. If it's very calm and bringing back all the loose ends together, he is in danger. And that's the end of today's video. It's certainly shorter than my usual content, but I'm saving the big content for when we get more trailers. Remember, if you want me to do a video, then just let me know and I'll try my best to get it done. Catch you later, and remember, the lion does not concern itself with byler doubt.